Call the meeting to order, please. Y'all will stand and follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation to be given by Councilman Darren Brock. Pray with me, please. Heavenly Father, Lord, we just come to you this evening. Lord, just asking for your wisdom, asking for your mercies, Lord, just asking for guidance. Please be with everyone in this room, and especially the council as we look to make decisions regarding the future of the city. Just being in a direction that you'd have us to go, Lord, and just making financial decisions and otherwise. Lord, just ask for your blessings upon all those in the city. In Jesus' name, amen. Roll call, please.
Kamala Lamont. Jerry Foley.
Here.
Eric Shine.
Here.
Darren Brock.
Here.
Keith Williams.
Here.
Carol Harmon. Here. Marty Latham. Here. Paula Allred. We do have a quorum.
Next item is the consent agenda, which contains the council minutes of the regular meeting November the 18th. Any questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda. Second. Roll call, please.
Keith Williams.
Yes.
Marty Latham. Yes. Carol Harmon. Yes. Kamala Lamont. Yes. Eric Shine.
Yes.
Darren Brock.
Yes.
Jerry Foley.
Yes.
Paula Allred.
Yes. The amended agenda is the mayor's request for the agenda be amended by the addition of 2 items under new business. A resolution allowing surplus equipment to be sold by a commercially reasonable manner and certification by mayor the total value of surplus property is less than $20,000. Item number 2 is graffiti. I'll entertain a motion to approve amending the agenda. So moved. Roll call, please.
Keith Williams.
Yes.
Marty Latham. Yes. Paula Allred. Yes. Carol Harmon. Yes. Kamala Lamont. Yes. Darren Brock.
Yes.
Jerry Foley.
Yes.
Eric Shine.
Yes. Next item is public agenda. Don Harkins. Officer. I'd like to introduce Don Parsons. You see him rolling around town. He's looking for graffiti. It was probably 30 days. And he's already got his feet wet, real wet. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. New business. Or any old business? If not, we'll go to new business and ordinance amending the City of Lowell Code of Ordinances, Section 8-102 by rezoning certain lands from residential RA to commercial C. It only took Donnie 10 days to realize he didn't have to mark every place he went with a spray paint can. Today I come before you all because there's some people that live on South Goat Springs Road across from the property affectionately known as the Dirt Farm. They live to the west of that, and they would like to rezone their property from RA to commercial. It came to the Planning Commission in the last meeting and passed unanimously. There weren't any concerns. from the public. There was some public there that was present, but nobody made any comments against it. Presently, it's zoned RA. On the future land use plan, we have it as business park. And the commission felt like this was something that would fit in there. So. Is this right there on the corner of 264 and Coach Rings, or is it just back? No, it's down a little ways. It's a little bit south of that. Two properties. Any other questions? Mike, we've got some sketches here. Is this, attached? I guess it's just, that's what he's looking to build. Okay. Do you know what this is actually going to be for? I believe he's talking about doing a auto repair facility, which is allowed in commercial. Okay. Is this in the overlay district or? No, it is not. It's just outside. Okay.
It looks like there's existing structures there. Will those be removed?
The back structures probably would be, but again, he would be going through a large-scale process when he went through that.
Michael, where's this from the cemetery?
It's north of the cemetery. It's north and west of the cemetery. I guess a large scale is going to be presented next. This is right. Then they have not submitted anything yet. Okay, we've talked exactly about what we'll meet after this and discuss what will be street improvements and. Is what he is proposing to do, will it need to be commercial, or is he just asking for that? Yes. We don't allow auto repair facilities in residential neighborhoods. No, I understand it, but does it have to be classified as commercial? Yeah, in order to have a facility, yes.
Who's the owner?
Mr. Hammond. Other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to place on third and final reading, but title only. So moved. Second. Roll call, please.
Darren Brock?
Yes.
Jerry Foley?
Yes.
Eric Shine?
Yes.
Keith Williams?
Yes.
Kamala Lamons? Yes. Paula Allred? Yes. Carol Harmon? Yes. Marty Latham?
An ordinance amending the City of Lowell Code of Ordinances, Section 8-102, by rezoning certain lands from residential RA to commercial C. I'll entertain a motion to approve the ordinance. Second. Roll call, please.
Eric Shine?
Yes.
Kamala Lamons? Yes. Carol Harmon? Yes. Paula Allred? Yes. Keith Williams?
Yes.
Jerry Foley?
Yes.
Darren Brock?
Yes.
Marty Latham? Yes. This will be ordinance number 850.
Next item on the agenda is a resolution allowing surplus equipment to be sold by a commercially reasonable manner and certification by mayor that the total value of surplus property is less than $20,000. Questions?
Is this extra equipment that we have?
Yes. Mr. Mayor, do you already have a buyer? Are you looking to auction this off, or how are you looking to dispose of it? We'll probably advertise it, Darren. We haven't decided yet. If we do, we'll decide where to. This is a good time to sell snowplow and salt spreaders.
Mr. Mayor, is that $20,000 for each individual item or altogether 20,000?
Total, altogether. Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
So moved. Second.
Roll call, please.
Darren Brock,
Yes.
Paula Allred, Jerry Foley,
Yes.
Carol Harmon, yes. Kamala Lamons,
Yes.
Marty Latham,
Yes.
Eric Shine,
Yes.
Keith Williams.
Yes.
This will be resolution number 08-14.
Next item on the agenda is graffiti. We're experiencing considerable amount of graffiti in town. It's costing the city more and more money to clean it up. Jimmy has painted entire fences. He goes back and has graffiti on it again. We need some guidance from the council. Do we continue doing this, or do we just quit doing it and leave it up to property owners? Here's some pictures of some of the graffiti. There's a fence on there that Jimmy painted. He'd go back later on and it's got graffiti on it again. We just want your guidance on what to do about this, because it is getting expensive, time consuming.
Are they going back to the same location?
Sometimes.
Can we not watch out and just, where's this at anyway?
They're around Jerry Foley's area. He's the one that called in.
It's, we've been hit over there several times. It's the corner of Honeysuckle and Greenwood is one of them. I noticed it, and then I guess something is city marker painted out part of it. And I went by there, well, this morning I guess it was, and then I noticed it. I thought that was cleaned up or straightened up, and then it was back there again. So I called Jimmy, and it's in a neighborhood over here, and I'm going to tell you part of it's coming out of that's around Cambridge. On the brick walls and stuff down there is coming from the area in Cambridge. Nobody seems to be able to grab the culprit. They don't seem to do it where they live. When they go somewhere else, they seem to, outside the area do it. Have you guys checked with Rogers or Springdale? I know they have a lot of, I guess, police officers trained in gang-related graffiti. Have you guys checked with them to see, and is it gang-related or?
Joe, you want to answer that question?
It is gang-related. We've got 3 groups in town that we know that we're dealing with at the time. We've made arrest on 2 of those groups, I believe. And, it's a problem everywhere. We noticed right after school came back in session that we had an increase in our city and right on the south end of Rogers there off of Post Road is where we're experiencing most of it. But, it's a problem. In my opinion, it's a good idea to clean it up. That should probably be left to the property owners, but it's a difficult crime to solve. We've been lucky that we had made a couple of arrests that we've made. Joe? Yes, sir.
Do we get convictions on anyone?
No, it's still in the process. Pardon?
It's still in the process.
Yeah. Actually, I received a letter today from the prosecutor's office about some city property that was vandalized, and we're going to put in for some restitution on that.
What I'm sometimes you just never see this, in the paper where it's made a big deal of, where they go in there without realizing some of the consequences. But if we can get a prosecution against them, we gotta let the whole damn world know. We're putting up with this. Maximum fines. Everything short of taking her index finger off. But I mean, if we can report those things in the news,
be honest with you, Gary, they're not intimidated
by anything, obviously.
Joe, is this something, I know we got the camera, is this something we could look at some certain problem areas and kind of keep an eye on? A couple of months ago, I had spoken with the sheriff, and we were talking about things like this. And it's an ongoing situation, an ongoing problem for Northwest Arkansas, and it's going to increase more in time to come. I think we've just seen the tip of the iceberg, and it'll just get worse, because they're moving in this direction. And the kids that we already have here, like Joe says, they're not afraid of anything. Nothing will deter them. Jail doesn't bother them. I'll go to jail, I'll spend 30 days, and I'll come back and I'll do it again. But the next time it'll be worse.
I think it's getting to the point that if the council wants us to continue cleaning this up, painting these fences where we have to, we're going to have to put some additional money in the 09 budget. And I would like your vote as to whether you think we ought to continue cleaning this up and put some money in the budget to do it in 09.
Oh, is this done with a spray can? On these wooden fences and sometimes on concrete blocks and concrete walls, that can be washed off with a pressure washer, with high pressure washer. And that's cheaper than
off of masonry items. But you take that pressure washer and you hit some of these old fences, you cut the boards in two.
It doesn't have to be that high pressure, Perry, to cut that off there.
To take it off, it does, because the old boards, the paint soaks in the grain. That's the problem. So they've gone to painting the fences with the people's permission. But they come right back and do it again. So the expense is such that we've got to do something. And I just wondered what you all wanted to do, because I think left to the direction of the homeowners, it's not going to do it. Well, that one there on the corner of Green and Honeysuckle, for example, is empty. It's up for sale. What the deal is, they're not going to do it. Half of them don't give a damn one way or the other. So I think we need to keep this stuff down to a minimum. I really do. I mean, we try to beautify the city, and every time we see that coming up, it's going to be worse and worse and worse. It's not going to get better. So I think it's just a fighting deal to keep it clean.
It's going to have to be a city's responsibility to take care of it, because if it's on the schools or other places, people come in here and see that, they're not going to want to live here.
That's true. That's true.
You can't depend on the homeowners to do it.
I have a question that maybe directed at Tom. If we did go ahead and pay for it, but we found somebody that was going around tagging these buildings and fences, could we go seek fees for these repairs? Yes. Do we need an ordinance to do that, or we just need a judge to help us do that? If the judge wants an ordinance, we'll do an ordinance. That's actually what I have on my desk right now. I have a restitution letter from the prosecutor's office where we had some graffiti on city property. We made an arrest, and now we need to come up with a restitution figure. We
hours before, you see any of that money.
Is there any way we can key that to a fund or something that goes directly back there that we got a nest egg to take care of it with? We're going to have to take care of it. It's not going to go away, and I just absolutely know that.
The restitution is paid into the court. I'm not familiar with how it gets from the court back to the general fund or how that works, really.
I would think having it as a line item on the budget might help prove some of that in court if we're looking to recover some costs, if we had a line item on what we were spending. You mentioned Jimmy doing this. Is it the actual street workers, or is he having community service workers repaint and fix these fences?
Both.
Such that we can get some of the, I guess if someone is found guilty of doing this, can we get them to actually, assist in community service as part of their punishment? I know you probably can't because they're probably, the judge can certainly order that, but they're probably okay. To be honest with you, sometimes you get the public service workers and you get somebody that'll do a really good job. These guys are not the guys that are going to do the really good job. As a matter of fact, we had one cleaning the police department one day and found some graffiti in our bathroom that he left behind. You see what we're up against, right?
And some of this graffiti is, some of this is just big letters, but some of it is quite vulgar.
The vulgar, Jimmy goes out and sprays it immediately when we find out about it. To get rid of that. It is, you're right, it's vulgar.
What is the penalty for graffiti? I mean, what kind of fine is it, or is it completely up to the judge?
Criminal mischief. It could be up to a year in jail, but it's not going to be.
They don't have room in the jails now.
They know that.
That's exactly right.
How much money are we really looking at that we've spent so far?
I can't answer that question, Eric. Jimmy came in and talked to me about it today, wondering what should we do. Should we continue? And I said, we'll take it to the council and let the council tell us, because it is getting quite expensive and time-consuming.
Right.
We not only have the cost of the paint, but we've got the employees and the equipment. And it's kind of hard to haul around a tank full of water when it's 25 degrees outside, and it turns solid pretty quick. So I don't really know. We can, pass an ordinance or do the fines when we catch them, but collections are very slow now. We've got over $1.5 million due this city on fines that haven't been collected. They know they're not going to go to jail because the jails are full. So there's where we're at.
Do other surrounding cities have ordinance concerning graffiti yet?
I kind of believe Springdale has one. Is that the one that has the 7 days the property owner has to clean it up?
I'm not sure. I've looked at several of them.
They're pretty tough on the property owners. And we can write an ordinance if that's what you want.
Well, it's not fair to the property owners because they take these places at random.
And unfortunately, the way they think about it also is you correct one of them little rats for doing something, and now you're on his list. And he'll make sure he gets you tagged.
If he don't want his buddies,
Or somebody's going to. And, they can get real vindictive about doing it.
and then what's worse is not the teenagers, it's the parents of these kids. Because they are also gang members.
I've asked the judge if we catch him when he gets through with them, can he sentence the parents to clean it off? He said he could. That'd be beautiful. Yeah, that's, I don't know whether it'll happen or not.
also, many cities are great opportunities for community groups, scouts, auxiliaries and such to get out and do community service. Some even use them as fundraisers. They'll go around the neighborhood and say, we're going to, do this, and would you mind, kind of paying us by the hour, a few cents or whatever. And a band will go out together or something along those lines and hit a neighborhood and it's good for them to be out there and they help the community, and some are looking for hours of service, some churches and the like are doing that, youth groups and such. So it's always a great opportunity for community groups to get out there and help clean up their own community as well. I know we have a tight budget coming up, and I also know that we want our city to completely represent exactly what it is as a first-rate, beautiful community. What do you suggest that we do in this situation?
Personally, I think the city's going to have to clean it up. It's very difficult to go knock on some little 90-year-old lady's door that's living on Social Security and say, ma'am, you got to clean that off of your fence. I don't want to do that, and I'm sure Donnie doesn't want to go out there and do that. But it takes an ordinance to do that. If you all want an ordinance and make the homeowners do it, we can write it up. If you want us to put money in the budget and clean it up, we'll do that.
I would definitely say that what Tom just said is a very important thing that we should think about. That there are people out there that would be interested to go out there and do this and help the city to stay looking great. And I also agree with you. I think we need to budget some money, but we definitely need to seek retribution for what happens when we do catch some of these felons.
We need to move it to a felony, don't we?
You all want us to put some money in the budget to clean it up? Okay, we'll do it. Thank you very much. Next item, Joe, thank you. Next item is the committee reports. Parks, Recreation, and Special Events, Streets and Sidewalk, Personnel, Finance, Utilities, Ordinance Committee.
Meeting Thursday night, 5:30, fun one.
In the courtroom.
In here.
Thank you. Museum Committee.
We're having a meeting Tuesday the 9th at 6 o'clock at the museum.
I'd like to announce that Casey Kuth brought needy little girl's name to the museum meeting last one, I guess it was, asking for contributions for Christmas for the little girl. Some of the volunteers and board members have been out and bought clothes for this little girl. They're going to present them to her. I believe it's Tuesday, isn't that?
We're going to give them to Casey so she can give them to the parents, and the parents will wrap them up and put them under the tree for the child.
To take them to Casey on December the 9th for this little girl. I think it's very admirable that the museum volunteers and board are taking an interest in our community. Any other items the council would like to bring up?
One other thing, Perry, I passed out everybody. Did everybody get the email from Greg Stanfield today? Well, Greg sent out an email and talked about the budget and things that we talked about last night. And I went over the budget again, and you find a sheet of paper on here that looks like this. And giving everybody the 3.9% increase in pay and doing away with the merit raises, that leaves us $26,981.15. All I'm asking is just look it over and see what you think.
Any other comments? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. If no objection, the meeting is adjourned.